it wasn't that they didn't spend enough time on steroids, because really the last 15 minutes, I'm like, oh, God, is this over yet? They keep kind of going back over that Sosa has been ostracized and that McGuire wasn't tested, and so he doesn't feel like it's that big of a deal, and I'm like, okay, I think we kind of get it. They actually did allocate enough time to it. They just didn't really address it very harshly. And so it was almost like they knew they had to put it in the film, but they didn't really want to put it in the film. It felt like kind of a half-hearted, okay, we know we got to have this in here, but let's not put it in until the end. And then let's kind of let both of these guys have their excuses and not press them too much on it.
Yeah, I mean, that being said, I walked away. I don't know how I feel about Sosa. I get the feeling he's a very nice guy, but I didn't love his answers on basically throwing everybody under the bus. McGuire, again, admits to what he took, admits that there was no testing, so why wouldn't he take it, which I think we all agree with. I would have liked them to press maybe Selig a little bit on this, that, he kind of turned the cheek and got to, escape. But, I mean, I got another admission from McGuire on why he did it, and of course he would do it. And I also found it interesting that he was looking for the company who was making his product to back him, and they backed away. So I think I got enough there from McGuire that satisfied me. But it was Sosa who kind of, I do feel bad that the Cubs don't even welcome him back, and that seems a little ridiculous. But Sosa's excuse-making was just kind of like, hey, everybody was doing it, but I get blamed, and we had a great summer. Like, that's kind of what you got from Sosa, and I thought that was a little cheap.
I think so. And I guess the one thing I was looking for was at least have a voice in there that was really disappointed, frustrated, critical of McGuire and Sosa. They have Costas on there. And Costas says, look, the numbers are inauthentic, but these aren't really bad guys. And they don't really have anybody like from the Hall of Fame saying, I would never vote for these guys. They're frauds, They're cheats, what have you. They don't have anybody from the Hall of Fame. No Hall of Fame voters. Did they have Bud Selig on camera in this?
No, I think they just used Selig.
Just
Congress
old footage.
And old footage, yeah. That's another one. Selig has to be on there, too, but he doesn't want to be pressed on this issue anymore.
Yeah, so maybe Selig didn't want to do it. So it's a weird film because it tries to capture the nostalgia and the fun and knows it has to be somewhat responsible, but kind of fails on both.